How do I find out how long a string character is in a in SQL? Well, we could go to Google and search. We could go T-SQL length of text. Okay, how to obtain the exact length of a string. There's somebody talking here. You'd probably end up reading a book. Usually, what I do is I will go and I'll kind of scan down to the first answer that has a good vote, right? So it says, okay, maybe that's not quite what I'm looking for, but I see this len thing, so I'm kind of getting a cue. Let's back up. Oh, and I see len here, transact SQL. All right. So I have a look, I have a look, I have a look, and here's what it says, okay? Returns the number of characters of the specified string expression, excluding trailing blanks, okay? So here's the problem. Here, this is something we can try out. Let's do len ac password. And we'll say it's equal to 6, okay? Now I've kind of given it to you, telling you exactly what the answer is for that one. But this len function, there's functions throughout SQL for all kinds of things. You just have to know where and when to look. Okay, so we're looking for passwords that are 6. And let's check that out. We've got that. Now, are those only active accounts? Let's find out active, right? Okay, in this case, they are active accounts, but if they were not, we wouldn't want to send out an email to people. So in order to ensure that we're filtering only active accounts, and since we're looking at only a small sample of data right now, there's a very good possibility that we'll have inactive accounts that are still using short passwords, right? So we want to make sure that we connect those two together, right? So multiple criteria, password only 6 characters, and they're still active. That's one thing that we could do there. And again, active accounts at Niagara College, but you can see how the and puts that together, right? Now, what about or logic? Well, what situations would or work well in? Well, let's have a look at a couple of different ways we can do or. I purposely picked something where we are doing an or in the same column because there's 2 ways we can do it, and I'd like to show you both. From account. So we're starting with our basic query again because we want IntelliSense to help us out. And what we're doing is we're looking for some college association that was formed between multiple colleges. We're looking for students that belong within that group of colleges, Niagara College, George Brown, and Sheridan. So what we can do is we can, let's just output everything here this time. And what we're going to do is we're going to say where X school is equal to Niagara College. I know I put Niagara there. Should have said Niagara College, okay? Because that's how all of the Niagara College students are written out. And then you go here, and you would think you could just go or George Brown or Sheridan. And you think that would work out just fine, but you can see right away that you're getting red squiggly lines, and it's saying an expression of non-Boolean type. That's because what comes after the or has to be able to evaluate entirely by itself to true. And this doesn't. This is a string, so it can't be true or false. So we need some sort of comparison operator to work with it. And what is that? Well, again, we're searching on the school being George Brown. Oops. I don't know how that happened. Okay. And then on the last one, we have the exact same problem. We got to make sure. So you have to repeat the same name even if you're dealing with multiple values for the same column. And that can seem a little bit tedious, right? So be careful because or does not give you that list of strings alone. What or does is it takes, is this true, or is this true, or is this true? That's the question that's happening here because it does the conditions first and then it works on the logical operators like and or after the fact. And it does it all in order, kind of like an order of operations. And you can't just say or this because this doesn't evaluate to a true or false value.